this is it. It has big wheels, vents in the bonnet, brushed aluminium gills and a sort of stubbly, coulthardy chin. So you can think of it as the standard car with cufflinks and a nice watch. You've got to say, it looks good. In profile especially, it's just stunning. Sadly, however, I can't say the same for the interior. I'm sorry, but this just doesn't feel like a £73,000 car. I mean, Mercedes give you seats that massage you as you drive along, and BMW gives you iDrive. And all I've got in here are sort of 5 acres of tinfoil. The supercharged 4.2-litre V8 is a bit disappointing too, because it's pretty much exactly the same as the supercharged 4.2-litre V8 they put in the old XKR. Gives us a new engine every 5 minutes. Audi designed a whole new V8 while I was just saying that. But Jag's been making this one for nearly 10 years now. So come on, chop chop. Yes, it generates 420 brake horsepower, but Merc is now making engines with 520 brake horsepower, and BMW isn't far behind. The only good thing is that the XKR is quite light, so while it doesn't have a shed load of power, it is still quite fast. You passed 60 miles an hour in 4.9 seconds. You passed 100 in 13 seconds, and that's good. But imagine how good it would be if it had more power! Now you might think at this point, well there you go, it's a half-assed car made by a cash-strapped company, and that it's no match for its German rivals. And you'd be wrong, because this car, it's brilliant! The standard car sounds pretty good, but this is deeper, ruder, like Tom Jones gargling a NASCAR. And then there's the handling. It has got an absolutely fabulous chassis. It is the easiest car in the world to drive if you're a lunatic. Honestly, I know of nothing else that's this good for slithering about with smoke pouring off the back end. Look, here we go. Sliding, still sliding, still sliding, no danger, still sliding. I mean, that's doing power slides at like 110 miles an hour. Easily. This is just... makes a BMW or a Mercedes look like they're made of wood. Is that when you take your Looney Tunes hat off and just settle down, it becomes all quiet and comfortable. It really is Dr. Jimmy and Mr. Jim. Yes, it has less power and fewer toys than its German rivals, and it's made with less satisfactory ingredients. But it's a damn sight cheaper, and I'm sorry to keep harping on about this, a damn sight better looking as well. I know that is a particularly horrible colour, but imagine it in silver or black. And then imagine walking away from it and buying a Mercedes or a BMW instead. I'm not sure I could. Ah, yes, you're thinking, this is all very interesting. But what about the Jag's main rival? Its sister. This. built-in V8 Vantage. It's even better looking than the Jag, and that's just the start. It's also even louder.
It's harder too, much more aggressive, much more taut and angry.
And it's an Aston Martin, which is a royal flush to the Jag's two pairs.
Pulling away from the Jaguar. Feels like I'm going faster. Sounds like I'm going faster. And my heart is certainly beating faster, but my rearview mirror is still full of Jag. Flat out a straight line. The Aston would pull away because the Jag's limited to 155, but we tested one the other day and the Jag sailed up to 175.
So, while the Aston is more exciting, the Jaguar is more powerful. It's also £12,500 less expensive. It's more comfortable. It's better equipped with goodies like full leather and satellite navigation. And it's got two small seats in the back, so it's a bit more practical as well. Emotionally then, this car beats anything from Mercedes and BMW. And on points, it beats its sister as well. It is quite simply spectacular.